Tonight, we are hearing from two new state leaders who were elected in the runoff races yesterday. On Saturday, State Representative Dana Henry will represent House District 100. State Senator-elect Sidney Bartholomew II will now represent State District 3. WDS reporter Jasmine Franklin spoke with both men about their priorities as they prepare to begin their terms in office. Jasmine?
Stella, tonight both state leaders say they are ready to get to work at the state capitol. They're both very excited, but they both plan on prioritizing new bills that focus on addressing the state's insurance crisis, affordable housing, and new developments.
Two newly elected state leaders plan to push for change at the state capitol.
And as a state representative, I want to be one of the voices to help lead those changes.
Standing up and being a strong voice for the district when there's a need for that, we'll do that.
In a close race, State Representative-elect Dana Henry secured 53% of the vote in the District 100 runoff election. And State Senator-elect Sidney Bartholomew II won for District 3 with 64% of the vote.
I think what benefits New Orleans benefits the state, so I need to make that argument.
Political newcomer Bartholomew is the son of a former New Orleans mayor. His district represents parts of the Bywater into St. Bernard Parish, Gentilly, and New Orleans East, which is an area he plans to prioritize advocating for economic growth.
It had a lot to do with just needing improvement in the district and wanting to play a role on it, getting hands-on, being a foot soldier for the different neighborhoods in the district. And I think I can be helpful, and I want to do that.
But he'll have to move fast as the legislative session is already underway. Both state leaders have a short time frame to file new bills before the month ends. Henry was elected into the seat Councilman Jason Hughes previously held. He plans to focus on lowering insurance rates and promoting growth through new projects that will tap into the potential of New Orleans East.
The Louisiana International Terminal in Violet is a transformational business opportunity with the expansion of the port in Violet. Most of the cargo is going to have to go up and down I-510 to get to I-10, so that's an opportunity. Lincoln Beach is another opportunity. I think we can find some state support there.
And both state lawmakers say they plan to work with city leaders on new bills. They both have until the end of this month to submit for this legislative session. Reporting live tonight in New Orleans, I'm Jasmine Franklin, WDSU News.
All right.